3I Atlas. It all began with a glimmer on August 6, 2025. A moment so quiet, so sterile in the lab, and yet deeply unsettling in its implications. The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful observatory, suddenly went into emergency override. Not due to mechanical failure. Not because of stray sunlight or cosmic radiation. This was something it had observed, something never catalogued before. Imagine a spacecraft that becomes smarter the more it observes. One that adapts its materials, shape, and behavior to its environment. Not AI as humans understand it, but something organic, systemic, and possibly sentient. If this was true, it was no visitor. It was a learning entity. And if it was learning from us, what was it preparing for? Just when scientists thought they had mapped the future trajectory of 3I Atlas, the fragile consensus collapsed. Telescopes in Chile and Hawaii recorded a minute but unmistakable course change. Gravity, solar winds, and every known force could not explain it. The object veered off its projected path and aligned with a new vector, closer to Earth's orbit. Some called it a glitch. Mission analysts at the Deep Space Network recognized something far more alarming. 3I Atlas had responded, either to our presence or something else, with timing that implied decision. Decision. That word alone sparked late-night meetings at NASA, ESA, and private think tanks worldwide. This was not random. It was precise, almost surgical. If Oumuamua had been passive, 3I Atlas was actively watching, and possibly maneuvering. Independent data scientists began examining its electromagnetic pulses. Using deep neural networks and decades of cosmic signal logs, they uncovered a recursive sequence. Not words, but ratios. The golden ratio, Fibonacci spirals, prime number sequences, codes found in galaxies, DNA, and ancient human architecture. Some skeptics dismissed it as coincidence. Yet the signal shifted over time, responding subtly to solar activity, planetary proximity, and even Earth's radio emissions. One discovery chilled researchers. A brief disruption in the pulse matched the moment James Webb first locked onto 3I Atlas in infrared. It had detected our observation. It knew we saw it. And it answered with a mathematical signature older than speech, a language of life, design, and construction. Spectroscopy revealed more. Faint traces of complex carbon molecules, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, on the outer shell. These are building blocks of life, precursors to amino acids and RNA. But their structure was unnervingly precise. Unlike chaotic cometary mixes, these molecules were ordered, refined, as if grown or engineered. Some proposed a terrifying possibility. A seed ship, an ancient carrier of life. Not just to explore, but to plant, observe, and possibly colonize. If true, Earth may not have been chosen by accident. It could be a target, a place to study, merge with, or assimilate. With 3 confirmed interstellar visitors, Oumuamua, Boris, and 3I Atlas, scientists began connecting dots they had never joined. Oumuamua tumbled silently and fast. Boris showed unexplained acceleration. 3I Atlas was slow, massive, engineered, and growing in complexity. Webb detected subtle shifts in its reflective surface, patterns rearranging as if the object were adapting and preparing. Then came the secondary signal. Lower frequency, longer pulses, pointed not at Earth but deep space. Broadcasting outward. Calling for reinforcements? Reporting back? Whatever the case, this was no rock. It was a node, a probe, a messenger. Observation and consequence collided when a high-altitude balloon over Antarctica detected a sharp microwave burst above the southern pole. Initially blamed on solar interference, Further checks revealed it aligned with a new shift in 3I Atlas's trajectory. Seismic stations recorded ultra-low-frequency rumbles unrelated to tectonics or ice movement. The frequencies matched the pulses emitted by 3I Atlas. What had seemed a distant anomaly became a terrestrial event. Had the object influenced Earth's magnetic field? Or triggered a hidden system beneath the ice? A young analyst found a startling correlation. Overlaying the object's path onto Babylonian star charts revealed intersections with sacred constellations, Orion, Draco, and the Pleiades. When traced over centuries, these intersections formed a spiral, mirrored in cave art across South America, Africa, and pre-dynastic Egypt. Some dismissed it as pseudo-archaeology. Others modeled it as performative, a ritualistic path visible only to advanced civilizations. Was the object broadcasting culture, memory, or history older than humanity? A message of peace or a warning? The lock and key hypothesis emerged. Oumuamua was the lock, passive, sent to assess Earth's readiness. 3I Atlas was the key, meant to unlock something buried on Earth, encoded in our species, or awaiting activation in orbit. Evidence appeared as a brief oscillation in Earth's magnetosphere, timed with the object's signal. During this, both Voyager probes went off protocol, emitting unexplained bursts of data. Something had awakened inside them, a handshake or response. The portal hypothesis followed. Some scientists proposed 3I Atlas was a mobile gateway, generating localized spacetime distortions. Webb recorded subtle lensing distortions, tiny gravitational warps. These warps affected time itself. Spectral data revealed temporal drift, light arriving faster than expected, as if time were compressed around the object. If true, it was more than artificial, it was a spacetime manipulator. Infrared monitoring revealed the object emitted radiation between gamma and soft X-ray, pulsing in precise intervals like a binary sequence. Its signals overloaded Earth sensors, even melting a telescope ship in Australia. It could blind us, manipulate instruments, and control what we see. Oumuamua had been enigmatic, 3I Atlas was deliberate. Its signals were jamming fields, precise and intentional. Earth's electromagnetic fields responded globally. Ancient volcanoes, caverns, and fault lines resonated with its pulses. Seismographs recorded heartbeat-like vibrations every 43 seconds. Animal navigation shifted, birds, whales, insects all altered course simultaneously. Earth itself seemed to remember a buried pattern triggered by the object. In the Pacific, a private satellite array intercepted a signal aimed at the Moon. Not a language humans could decode, but a multi-dimensional wave packet across amplitude, frequency, time, polarization, and harmonic tone. Mathematicians and linguists interpreted it as a command, instructions for an unknown system. NASA traced it to a lunar mascon, suggesting 3I Atlas may be activating something on the Moon. A covert military probe attempted a flyby but lost signal at 1.3 million kilometers. Seconds before, it recorded a lattice-like barrier, reflecting the probe in perfect fractal mimicry. 3I Atlas was shielded, reactive, and possibly alive, not biologically, but as a quantum system with awareness. The ultimate question emerged. What if it didn't enter our solar system by chance? What if it was dormant, waiting to intersect civilizations at a certain technological threshold? What if humanity crossed that line too soon? Perhaps the most terrifying truth is not that it is artificial, alive, or watching. Perhaps it isn't watching us at all. Every signal, adjustment, and maneuver might be meant for something behind it, something still on its way. We haven't just discovered an object from beyond the stars. We've triggered a beacon, a lock, a warning. And now,